Am I afraid of being buried alive? Yeah, I don't think I'd love it. I'd prefer to be buried alive than to burn to death in a fire.
I would hate to be buried alive. That's why I'm going to get cremated. Ironically, I'd still be burnt, but that's after I've...
Yeah, you want to be dead before you're burnt to death.
I think that's...
Just to check in, how much of this is usable?
The first time I was like, I really, really love doing these scenes with you and I want to do lots of more scenes with you, was in episode 4 at the gala.
I'm switching tables.
No. Hey, come on back here.
I loved watching you do that because you could see the depth and like all the memories and like the years of frustration and pain, but also like the ambition that he had and the optimism that he used to have. And I was like, I love working with somebody who can do that.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said. I loved you from day one. I'm not ashamed to say it. And I remember in the first read-through, I was like, you're very good. You're very good because I always like an actor who isn't scared of the negative aspects of their character, that doesn't try to just charm them away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you could inhabit one of your co-stars' bodies for a day, who would it be?
Yours. How about you? Whose
body would I inhabit if I could?
Whose body would you inhabit?
What you're asking me is, will you objectify a member of the cast? And I absolutely would.
Yeah.
But not in public.
Well, there's a bit when we headbutt each other.
No! Fucking hell, what did you do that
I could do this.
Yeah, and we left a scar on it. You
Yeah.
still have it to this day.
Yeah,
'Cause we
mine's
really went
internal.
for it.
Mine's here. But do you know what, Brett? I think it's one of those. It's one of those things that just happened over time, and then one day I woke up and I thought, gosh, I thought heavens.
He's in my bed again.
He's in my heart.
Yeah.
And metaphorically in my bed
Yeah.
and wherever I go.
I can't get through a scene with you, despite loving you and all that and love doing scenes with you. You make me laugh in every scene in a really bad way, like we're in church.
It's like someone's farted
Yeah.
and you're not allowed
And I
to laugh.
always wondered why it is, and I think it's because we often have scenes where we're really close.
We do, yeah.
Our faces are always very close to each other.
Much proximity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember
Yeah.
season 2?
Yeah, I remember.
There's a scene where you hugged me.
That's the only scene I have not laughed in because it was very moving and you were so brilliant. That was like a really special, we were all in it. We were really in that scene, all of
Yeah.
us. You also had to do that with a massive audience. Like, it wasn't just the crew, it was like everyone in the cast was in that scene. And it was a long day, it was all day doing that. And you're right, everyone is usually distracted, but I think you also held everyone. It was really amazing.
Thanks, man.
You're a good boy.
Who do you think on the show would be easiest to deep fake?
I think it's probably me because I do the least amount of movement.
That is true.
So you just put like my face on a stick and just walk it around. You'd probably be fine.
In my mind, you had a persona of you are one of the leads in this show. You've got a huge body of work behind you, but you are just as much an idiot than I am.
Yeah, I remember you thinking.
I saw your eyes light up.
You seem like really highbrow and so clever, and then you'd be like beep boop beep, and
Yeah.
I'd be laughing. You'd be like, oh, this is easy.
One of the first jokes that I think we had was that we'd
Yeah.
start doing this because we didn't want people to hear us doing these stupid voices
Yeah.
and making silly noises.
And then
'Cause
sound
we're just
came out.
silly, aren't we? We're just silly.
Silly boys.
But seriously, I love you.
I love you.
I think you're amazing.
I think
at
you're
this,
amazing.
At writing it, also telling me which bits of like how to make it funny. Because I genuinely, and I know, you know, there's times when I have to be like, how do I say this when it's funny? And I love you for teaching me that. And thank you also for having a really nicely sculpted body.
Phil, you're a fantastic actor, truly a brilliant actor. You can do anything. You can do anything. You can do all the voices. You can sing. You can dance. You've taught me a dance move or two.
I have.
You're the funniest person I know, probably.
Wow.
Top 5. I know a lot of funny people. I'm in comedy.
You do. You're a
I
comedian.
know a lot of funny people.
Listen, I'm
putting you
thrilled
top
with
5.
top 5.
Yeah.
Should we sign off with our dance move?
No.
Do you want to? You don't want to.
We can do the face that you taught, the dance
Okay.
face.
Commit. That's what they want to see.
Okay. Thank you very much.